people. Hello, my people. I would just like to thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm all about the law. My name is Tenolo. I'm here to bring you law content. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like, comment down below, and share your thoughts. Tell me which topics you'd like me to cover, and I'll do them only for you. Thank you for tuning into this video. So today I want to talk about the modules that challenged me a lot, the modules that I've struggled with during my years of LLB. Oh, by the way, I didn't finish my LLB in record time, so excuse me. So I'm just going to share with you the modules that troubled me a lot. So the first module that I struggled with was financial accounting principles for law practitioners. It was really hectic with financial accounting because of I didn't have like any background of any financial accounting, so it was pretty bad for me. I had to learn things by myself. I have to be the lecturer and the student at the same time. So yeah, I just didn't have any financial accounting background, so I had to study for myself and I had to make it make sense for myself. So if you're gonna ask me as to why didn't I not consult with the lectures, at that time I just didn't like doing that, but I struggled alone. I even failed the module first time trying it, failed it. Then second attempt, then I passed it. One thing that I'm going to advise you is that whenever you get to venues and you're going to write your exams, please be careful and be aware of people that would come to you, or probably maybe you would meet up there. And then please be very careful of this thing of sharing content before you write, because it can mess up with you. With me, something like that happened to me. I met this other lady at the venue. I think it was 30 minutes, no, not 30 minutes, probably an hour before we wrote. So this lady asks me if I'm there to write accounting, and I was like, yeah, I'm here to write accounting. And then the next thing, we talk about accounting and we talk about how not prepared she is, and then she starts opening a book in front of me, and then she just goes on and on and on. She asked me if I've covered so and so and so, and she, like, it was just a mess. She was just talking nonstop about it, to a point whereby, like, I started doubting myself and I started feeling like I am not well prepared, whereas I know that I was prepared for the exams. Come the time when we were about to write, we got into the venue, and then we get into like the exam venue. They give us exam papers. Open my exam paper, lights out. So I had like a mind block due to like the stress that I was caused by that lady before we got into the venue, because she kept on talking about the content of the module, and I felt confused at the time because of the way that she was, like, you know. So yeah, please avoid meeting up with strangers, or even if that's your friend, please avoid talking about anything with regards to the exam before the exam. Just read what you read, study what you study, then go there well prepared. Hit that exam the best way you know how. Write what you know, write what you studied, write what you read. So the second module that I struggled with was Introduction to African Philosophy. So with this module, it was not that it was hard, but it was a thing of when I first attempted it, I just didn't get the gist of it. I just didn't understand what was the module about, and I had to read it over and over and over and over and over again without me not even understanding a thing. But to such a great point, I had that privileges of just trying to understand it, and then just trying to I had the privileges to have an open mind to it. So I then approached it with an open mind to say, what is philosophy? What is African philosophy? From there, then I just knew, and then I went on to research the philosophers that they mentioned there in the module. What was their philosophies about? After me doing that research about the philosophers, and then really stretching out the definition of philosophy, the definition of African philosophy, then like everything just started falling into place. I started understanding the module well, and then just everything just fell into place. One other module that I struggled with was interpretation of statutes, excuse me. So this module was challenging for me because of it was just too long, it was just too broad, and there was just a lot going on with it. So yeah, I found struggles with it, but I managed to pass it well. At the end, I managed to just get the gist of it. And lastly, I struggled with tax law. But with tax law, again, it's not that challenging. It's just that the language there is different. There's just a lot of things again there. There's just a lot of work really to cover with it, and then you just have to get used to the language there, because the language used in tax law is not the language used in other laws. It's mainly like text language. So yeah. And research modules were not challenging, but I just didn't get the marks that I thought that I would get after I've done my research. So now the modules that I found less challenging were language through an African lens, multilingualism, social dimensions of justice, labor law. So these modules, I mean, we are not the same. It's not just because of I've struggled with the first modules that I've shared with you, that means that you are also going to struggle with those modules. No, we are not the same. And it's not a given that just because of I found these modules easy, some modules easy, then that means that you'll find them easy too. No, we are made differently. We are made to understand things differently. So this is just like me sharing with you my LLB journey. So yeah, I found language through an African lens better because it is a module mainly about you and your background, your culture. Yeah, and multilingualism was an elective from first year. I chose multilingualism as my elective because I love languages. I pretty much enjoyed it, and it just became easy for me because I enjoyed it. And I lastly found social dimensions of justice easy for me as well. Yeah, even labor law, I found it not as difficult, as challenging. Yeah. So the last modules that I enjoyed, the modules that I enjoyed the most throughout my 4 years of LLB. But I told you that I didn't finish in record time, but it's 4 years. Since it's a 4-year degree. Yeah, so the modules that I enjoyed studying were constitutional law. So with constitutional law, I think I enjoyed it because of I was told multiple times that it's challenging and people fail with it. So and so failed it for 5 times. Their friends failed it for 4 to 3 times. Like it was just, I just had scary stories about it. So I went on it with that approach to say, I'm not going to fail this module 5 times or 4 times or how many, whatever times. I'm just going to work hard on it. And then I went on it with that approach. I studied the module. In the midst of me studying the module, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. And even law of evidence, with law of evidence, I also got the same thing, that people fail with it, but I went on with it with that approach as well, to say I'm not going to fail this module, I'm going to pass this module. I read it, I studied it, and I studied hard for it, and yeah, I did well in evidence. Yeah, my first try I just got a distinction. I got a distinction there. So I also enjoyed administrative law, I enjoyed law of persons, I enjoyed civil procedures, and enrichment, liability, and estoppel. So one thing that I also wanted to mention was that for third year students, please be very pay attention to your third year modules. Your third year modules are those modules that you will forever find in your practice. That if you want to practice as a legal practitioner, just know that you will always find your third year modules in your, like, they're just always going to be there. Your civil procedures, your criminal procedures, your law of delicts, yeah, they'll just be there. They'll just be there. When you do your pupillage, you'll find them. You do your candidacy, you'll find them. You'll just find them. So you just pay attention to them and just know that you'll find them. Yeah, this is the end of my video. Please like, share, and comment down below. If you want me to cover anything, please just say and I'll do cover it. I hope that you enjoy my videos, and I really love you guys. I love you wholeheartedly, and I love sharing content with you. I just love sharing my experiences with you. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment down below, share them, tell your friends about them, and make sure you pass and back that LLB. Love you.